Wow, this is gonna be like really unclear, but I literally have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna stand here in front of the camera and talk. What are we supposed to do when everything you were raised to believe about your country and about what's right, what's wrong, what morals are, what do you do when those are literally being trampled? I don't know. The best that I can do, and it's what I'm about to do right now, and we're gonna talk through it together. I'm a pasty white SOB. I'm a girl. Yeah. Identify as a girl. I am bi. My haircut doesn't really help, but for the most part, I can walk through a small town with only a few looks. Only a few. And then, and all of this, I want to leave. I want to be the one that packs up my stuff and applies for Canadian immigration or something else anywhere other than here. And beyond, the actual literal things tying me here, there's a bigger, more important reason why I should not, and why you, who share my privilege, yes, I'm going to talk about that, why you shouldn't either. Do you remember watching Harry Potter growing up or reading it, and you're reading about Dumbledore's army, and Neville Longbottom fucking he stays, and he stands up for what's right. Well, in all of this, we all kind of have to be Neville Longbottom. Those of us who can. I'm not saying to go outside of your comfort zone, but I am a little bit. I'm not saying that everyone needs to immediately go out and do something, but what I'm saying is us who have this privilege, it is our responsibility to go out and make sure that the people out in the world right now that are being oppressed, that they know that they're not going through this alone and that we're going to be fighting for them. That is our responsibility. Because I'm terrified. I am scared. I'm stressed out. I'm cranky. I'm so cranky. I'm scared because I have friends who are in literal physical danger. I have friends whose families are in literal physical danger. I have friends who, when they walk down the street, they get yelled at because they exist. And I can't do anything about it except to do something like this, to make this video. And so this is me saying that I'm going to stand up for what I believe is right. And I'm doing some of the hardest things that I can think of for myself to do. And it's breaking out of my comfort zone. And I'm going to be going to these protests as much as I can. I have to go to work. I can't see. And then there's that thing that my privilege gets in my own way. And a lot of people will go oh, would you have a job, blah, blah, blah. And I'm and a lot of people don't have a job. And yeah. And they can be out there protesting. Instead, I have to be protesting in spirit and, hurrahing. So this is me dedicating myself that when I can, financially, I'm going to be supporting what I can and what I believe is going to be right. I'm not asking for suggestions because I've already made my decisions on what I'm going to be financially supporting. The other thing that I plan on doing, and it's really scary, I have to put myself where I can take this camera right here, and I can go shoot a video when I'm not comfortable. Because it's not about me being comfortable. It's not about you being comfortable. It's about going out and telling these stories and making sure that people's voices are being heard and not suppressed, and not depending on just the media, instead depending on each other and depending on stupid videos like mine that will likely get lost in the wind. And hopefully someone might see them and be like, oh, hey, maybe I'll get lucky and they'll think that it matters. And that's all that I can hope for. I don't have anything better to talk about, and I don't have anything like fun. Yeah, I was thinking about doing like some sort of like my top 5 favorites of things that I've bought, and I can't. I physically, mentally cannot put my brain there to talk about these things, because this has been in my head for weeks now. I am probably going to Washington, D.C. in April. It's not for the reasons that I wanted it to be a year ago. My first time at this specific conference changed my life, and it's because of that conference that I'm doing what I'm doing right now. It's very hard, and we have to remember to take care of ourselves. So please, please take care of yourselves. We are facing something absolutely terrifying, and people are not taking it seriously. Like, there's people who are feeling the dystopian novel come out of our media and the series of events that are happening. Who knew that it would be the National Park Service that's going to lead this rebellion? I didn't. I don't think Terry Pratchett did. So here's to hoping that when all of this is finally over, A, we're out of it in one piece, and B, someone writes a really freaking good history book, a la like a political thriller, and it becomes really good movie, because holy crap, you go. Don't let Mr. Cheeto in Chief keep doing what he's doing. If you've stuck with me throughout this entire rambling, thank you. I really appreciate it. I really hope to get better videos and more focused in what I'm doing with this as time goes on, as these protests are happening. And hopefully I get a chance to actually sit down and talk to some of the people that I feel have been inspiring to me throughout all of this. It might be part of like a Skype recorded thing. I don't know. But yeah. But I will survive. You will survive. You're gonna get through this. We're all gonna get through this in one way or another. And I'm there. I have to use my privilege in a way that's going to not be about me and what's going to stumble out of my mouth, because I can't put in words what other people are feeling. So hopefully I have the chance to just let them say what's on their mind and then just present it to you, because I feel that you who will watch this need to see this. So keep on going. Remember that J.K. Rowling is rooting for us all, and so are a lot of our Canadian neighbors. And drink all of the hot cocoa. Also, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it.